So, as the narrative is progressing, you can actually see that how there's a whole point of generalization in this. For example, like as the narrative continues, she's more and more being pushed towards this archetype of a mad woman. You know, she's like, okay, she punched herself. There's something wrong with her. And the other guy is embodying like the archetype of a savage. He's like, okay, he's in the street, so he must have punched her. So there is an impulse in, I think, even in all of us to actually box in people. You know, so she's a crazy lady who punched herself. He's a savage who actually punched her. So that very much exists in this narrative, and we cannot deny that.
Yeah, it's, like seeing the situation now, it's moreover like some or the other way, like men has to come, like the mentality is the same. If you see, many of the males are like, okay, now we got a point to prove us, and like, okay, not every time we are wrong.
So you have to believe it's not about the gender here. If a guy is also saying that he has been attacked, then it should be about that. It shouldn't be like, oh no, she's a girl, she's again trying to gain the sympathy, and she's just trying to, yeah. So I don't know why that mentality is.
Given the misogyny that exists in the community, it is fair that we as a society gave her a platform. I agree. I
Yeah.
understand where that's coming from. Yes.
Yes, I agree with that because for us in an Indian society, we've been brought up that way. You know, like the men, they've been given more importance from. It's like just now that we are starting to see gender equality and stuff like that. But I think personally, all of us, we still have that in us that the woman is the weaker sex and the male is the stronger sex. So as soon as we see that post of hers without any making any or any post, for example, if there's a woman crying and showing that she's hurt, we tend to focus on that, and we tend to give our thoughts to that first rather than doing proper research or knowing more about the situation. So we quickly pick up our phones and start discussing about this with friends.
I think this particular incident was highlighted because she already had an audience. She already had a certain amount of followers. It has happened to me, it has happened to, I think, a lot of people in this city itself. So it was very important that it got out there.
Nowadays, if you look on the news, so again, there are many laws to protect women, but how many are there to actually protect men?
But there is a reason for that,
Yeah,
it.
I
mean,
understand. I understand.
it's not without a reason, and still after so many laws, if you say that are backing women more than the men, there are still, if you see the numbers, women are still not as safe as men.
Yeah, but
It's
women
still not
are
working.
going. Yeah, understand my point. Like, I'm not trying to say like woman is good, like a man is better than women is, or
Yeah, I
something
got
like
your
that.
point. What you're
Yeah.
saying that it should be equal to both of them. It definitely should be, but to reach there, we need to uplift and support women first to get them on the same level as men.
I absolutely acknowledge what you're saying. But at the same time, I do feel like, especially in an event like this, when we are actually adding our narratives to it. See, for personally, as because of my socio-political background or whatever, I can relate to her more than him. But should that mean that I completely give my unbound support to someone like her as opposed to someone like him?
No,
Even
support
when
should only be for her to be heard. The support is not about, okay, that guy needs to be punished right away. It's just that a lot of times these issues are not addressed. It will be addressed if we do support her. The support should be about addressing this issue and let the legal system get out a verdict. But yes, the support is only to get this topic highlighted. It has to be highlighted because it's happening every day.
I think that both the people have become scapegoats in the sense that she is actually bearing the brunt of every time a man was accused wrongly, and he's bearing the brunt of the collective sexism we have as a society. And we have this technique of scapegoating the people, especially when it comes to something like this. Any scandal, any event like this, one person becomes a scapegoat. and it becomes in such a way that the person is not just answering for their events. Culturally, they're answering for everything that has happened before them.
So I think rather than putting a he said she said situation, let's focus more on the problem and ask the right questions. Like why did that happen in the first place? Like you said, I agree with you. Support her and bring out the issue, but instead of having like one-sided conversation, why not support both of them and see what the issue is and come to the point?
So yeah, if you say Zomato as a company, so to set up to hire all the partners, make all the partners as in their employee, the permanent employee, they have to set up entirely new system into that who will monitor their performances, because being an employee they will pay you with a fixed salary. It won't be on the inside, like the work you do, it won't be on the basis of the work you do. You can just get a day off or two, you can just bunk off and you can, okay, 1 day ka pay is cut. So to set up that thing, it's really difficult. To become a partner, anybody can do. Like if a student is there, he has a bike of his own, he just need a driving license, nothing else. So that kind of employment, if a company is giving, you can't really make, again, the questioning about the corporate laws.
These partners, these delivery partners are going to everyone's house, they know their addresses. They need to regularize it. I mean, they need to get the screening, the background check correct, and to do so, they need to employ them. So definitely the system of having delivery partners is not working. They need to be accountable for what their employees are doing.
I agree with that point, because see, if you're a company and you're starting as a company from the very beginning itself, you will have to have some work ethics in place, right? Because if something goes wrong like this, you have to have, like, if you're a businessman, you already have to think forward few years later. If this will happen, what will we do? So in the case of Zomato, they didn't think that forward, right? And again, if you come into India and if you see the situation, the government says they count these people who are partners, delivery partners of Zomato, as employed. So they put that into the employment rate of the country, but without fighting for their rights or their laws. Nobody sees like what Zomato delivery guy is going through. He comes, he risks his life, and even when there's a rain or if there's a storm, you have these people coming in and they are highlighted, but they're not blown into proportion like how this situation was blown, right? They work hard, but nobody fights for their rights.
While I agree with the fact that in a country like India, the priority is to employ the maximum number of people, and creating any hurdle in this employment process will mean that lesser and lesser people are being employed. While that being said, there is also another problem with the system itself, is that we got rid of the zamindari system a while back, which means like people are paid according to their wages, and we are exactly mimicking the same thing in a more corporate sector, and that is very dangerous where we are going with that.
I think the reason for that is that Zomato grew really fast. They did not see it coming, and they just got it on a much larger scale. Same time they got a lot of competition in the market, so they don't care anymore. They just want to employ fast. Every day they're employing a set number of people, and they themselves do not know how to handle the situation right now.
Again, the corporate laws which are meant for a particular city, or like which are meant for in the country like India, are very lenient, because we are still a developing country. If you say we're still a developing country, and the corporate laws are not as strict as compared to a developed country. So if you are looking for it to be done only for Zomato or something, then entire law has to be changed.
So as I was saying, it is better for young and entrepreneurs of India to put ethics first and then move forward. It's right that you're saying the companies who are already set up, it is hard for them to go into that flow and have some kind of a system. But without addressing this issue, we are going to find ourselves in a bigger problem later on in the future, where we would be just slaves to these companies.
No, I
moving
agree.
forward.
See, I agree. See, with the ethical part of it, I absolutely agree that that is the right way to do things. But when that is translating to a society like India, we have a lot of unemployed people. So, are we going to put more hurdles in for companies to employ people? All these companies exist within our cultural context, and no matter what the ethics are, no matter what the rules are, culturally the issues we have will translate into any company or any institution that is there in the society. So I feel like this, we as a society always had a problem with violence, and that is just translating into Zomato, which is an institution.
So I think this whole issue on social media, it the lady, she has the rights to put it out there if she wanted to spread awareness about the issue. So if someone is putting it out there, it is our responsibility to address it, to at least support the issue, if not the lady, at least support the matter that yes, something like this has happened and we need an answer for this from the company, from the legal system, both the ways. We need the answer from them.
Okay, if you say like why are we focusing on this issue at the first place? Because it's the brand like Zomato involved. It's the brand like Zomato involved. That's the reason people are so much concerned about. If it was like if it was a smaller brand, like this problem doesn't happen with any other food delivery apps or any of the applications. If you
Yeah,
say
I agree
Yeah.
with that. Since Zomato is it's a bigger company, we have addressed it, and all. This could scare the other smaller companies to go about this. They might, they know that this can happen when they grow. So it is important for us to address the issue, even if the company is bigger, and maybe it's just because of that. But still, it's important.
Alright. Hey guys, if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to this channel.
And if you really like this video and you want to be a part of the next one, we shoot in Bangalore and our Instagram is at About to Do Project. So if you guys have an Instagram and you like talking, please DM us.
And you can find our Instagram in like the description.
Yay, okay,
You can
bye.
find our Instagram in the
Oh.
description.